Live from Houston, Texas, and around the world. It's time to get your champagne wishes and caviar dreams. Welcome inside the Hall of Fame. Now, can you dig that?
Welcome inside the Hall of Fame. I'm Booker T, six-time world champ, two-time Hall of Famer, baby. Got my man Brad Gilmore here with me, as always. And we coming to you live from Las Vegas, Nevada. Big fight weekend going down this weekend, WBC welterweight championship bout. Manny Pacquiao stepping back inside the square circle, taking on Mario Barrios, as well as Sebastian Fundora, Tim Tszyu. Fight of the year 2024, Bloodbath. The rematch is happening one more time. Before we even get into the fight action, how you feel, Brad? How you feel, dog?
Look, I'm feeling great. I mean, Las Vegas, the MGM Grand Garden Arena, Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao. Oh, you know, man, it makes the heart sing, you know, going back to when we were first back in Vegas back in 2019, if you can believe it or not, was the first fight that we went out there to cover together for the Hall of Fame. So I'm excited to always see Pac-Man Pacquiao. It's going to be a great Saturday night because we also got that UFC card that I'm going to be watching. So the fights is out on Saturday night.
Yes, indeed. I'm here at the Park MGM Hotel and Casino. I want to thank Park MGM for the accommodations. You know, like I told you guys, jacuzzi, jacuzzi bath, you know what I mean, mirrors, all that everywhere, man. But it's gonna be an awesome weekend, festivities of fights, as well as we got NXT Houston going down on Tuesday, and we got my man Trick Williams going to be stepping inside the Hall of Fame today, as well as Ricky Saints. You know what? What you think about Ricky Saints? What you think about Ricky Saints?
I like Ricky Saints, man. You know what? I like him. I like the way he conducts himself. I like his character and his promo. And you know what? He goes out there, makes the people feel a certain way. That's his job.
Yeah. I got a few questions for Ricky Saints. You know what I mean? I need to dive deep, deep into the mind of Ricky Saints, because I wasn't a true believer when this kid first came over to NXT. I didn't believe, you know what I mean? I thought he was one of those fly-by-nights, flash in the pan, here today, gone tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? But now the kid he has something. I don't know what it is yet, but he has something.
Yeah, there's an X factor about him. There's a certain swagger that he brings to the screen, and it's getting very much cultivated in that NXT system, which I'm excited about. He's been kind of a can't miss show, and he and Ethan Page have had a great rivalry for 2025, and I'm excited to see what he has going on. And also, this is a big weekend for Trick Willie, because Trick Williams has Slammiversary. He is the TNA World Heavyweight Champion. Least we not forget. A title, he's the first contracted WWE superstar to ever hold the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. So going into Slammiversary, which, by the way, I saw TNA put out today that AJ Styles is officially confirmed to return to TNA for Slammiversary. I don't know in what capacity. I know Trick Williams has been calling him out. Can you imagine living in a world where we see Trick Williams, AJ Styles for the TNA title at Slammiversary? It'd be crazy.
Hey, man, anything can happen these days. Those doors are open. When worlds collide, let's just say that. I'm loving it, man. But nah, man, let's switch gears for a second. We are about, 24 hours away from Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao making his return at 46 years old. I guess the oldest fighter to compare him to would be George Foreman, right?
Yeah.
And George Foreman making his comeback, but George made a full run to get to the championship. Manny Pacquiao coming back, making a comeback at 40 years old. I'm wondering what he's going through right now. I'm wondering what he's feeling right now. I'm wondering if Manny could turn back the clock. just one more time. And the thing is, we haven't seen Manny Pacquiao go out there and just look like a bum or anything like that. His skill hadn't corroded, from our visuals, from our eyesight, or anything like that. As of yet, we haven't seen it. So can Manny Pacquiao go out in the middle of that square circle at the MGM Grand Garden Arena and beat that young man, Mario Barrios, just like he did Keith One Time Thurman? And I'm going to tell you right now, I had no doubt in my mind that Keith Thurman was going to go out there and wax this man and put him into retirement. But it didn't happen that way. Can Manny do you think Manny could do it again?
Manny Pacquiao was talking to ESPN, and he said, I'm coming back because boxing is my passion. I think it's all I think about, and I really like to make history. And it's interesting that he says that because, the last time that we saw him in victory, in an official capacity with championship implications, was that fight with Keith One Time Thurman, where he became the oldest fighter to win welterweight gold at 40 years old. He has an opportunity to do that and break his own record by being the oldest fighter again at 46 years of age to defeat Mario Barrios. This is the classic book. This is such a classic, the head versus the heart, because the head knows a 46-year-old man who's been through the wars that Manny Pacquiao have been through has definitely ravaged the old body. I think one time you spoke about the 40-year-old legs. Imagine them being the 46-year-old legs. And so my head says he can't go out there and get it done. But my heart wants to get behind Pac-Man Pacquiao to see if he can go out there and just do it one more time like he's always done. To borrow a phrase, rock and amaze. Can he do it? I would love to see it, but I think Mario Barrios is going to walk out victorious.
Yeah, something I said about Goldberg just last week. He may not be as great as he once was, but he could be great once. Man, I wonder if he can go out there and do it. I'm hoping. You know what? What's the odds? What's the odds on that? Give me the odds.
So
man,
I believe. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I believe what I saw the last time, according to BetMGM, yes, Manny Pacquiao is at a plus 225 and Mario Barrios is at a minus 250. So you have to bet 250 to win 100 for Mario, and you got to bet 100 to win 225 with Manny. The draw is probably the most attractive thing because it's plus 1,600. So $100 wins you 1,600 for a draw.
You know what, man? I'm gonna head over to the bookmakers, man, and talk to them. You know what I mean? See if I can make a deal. You know what I mean? Because it's just too inviting, man. I don't think Manny Pacquiao is gonna go out there and lay down. I don't think Manny Pacquiao is gonna get knocked out. I just don't see it. I just don't see it happening. I do think Manny Pacquiao can get stopped. If anything happened, Manny Pacquiao can get stopped. The referee may have, just because I feel like the old legs may come into play. And we know about fighters. The professional fighter can get old just like that. One fight. All right. It can just literally happen just like that. And everything goes downhill. Could this be that night? I wonder if it could be that night. Manny Pacquiao is special. He's a special fighter. To do what this guy have done, starting out at 107 pounds. All right, that's where he started out in his boxing career. All right, and to move all the way up to welterweight and even super welterweight. When he fought Antonio Margarito and beat the hell out of him. You know what I mean? So, oh man, it's hard to bet against the old man. It's hard to bet against.
It's hard to bet against him, but you also know what Mario Barrios can bring. I mean, other than the loss to Gervonta Tank Davis, which he got knocked out in the 11th round, Mario Barrios has proven to be a warrior inside that squared circle. And going up there against Manny Pacquiao at an advanced age, I think that it benefits Mario Barrios tremendously. As I said on our show last night, if he could be the guy that stops the career of the Pac-Man, that's a old notch in the belt, not only literally by holding the welterweight gold, but quite metaphorically.
Yeah. I think Keith Thurman touched Barrios up too, didn't he? Yeah, I think Keith Thurman touched him up a little bit. You know what I mean? But Barrios, excuse me, Barrios by no means is a pushover or anything like that. Barrios is not going to go out there and lay down or anything like that. It's going to be a fight for the ages. It's going to be it could be a fight of the year. We just don't know what Manny Pacquiao still have left in the tank. That's the one question I think looms more than anything. How much does Manny Pacquiao still have left in the tank?
Well, we'll find out, Book. We're going to find out on Saturday night, live on pay-per-view from the MGM Grand.
From MGM Grand Garden Arena, guys. Don't miss out. Don't get shut out. Tickets at access.com. Do it now. Stick around, guys. You're in the Hall of Fame. We'll be back in a minute.
Fellas, let's talk about confidence. The kind of confidence that counts when it's time to step up and deliver. And that's where Blue Chew comes in. Blue Chew is the original brand offering chewable tablets designed to help men achieve stronger, harder, and longer-lasting erections. We're talking about getting in the game and staying in it.
And you know what they say, man. If you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. And with Blue Chew, you can take these chewables anytime, day or night. So you're always good to go when the opportunity strikes. And the best part, the entire process is done online. No doctor's visits, no awkward conversations, no waiting in line at a pharmacy.
Ooh, yeah. And Blue Chew is putting their money where their mouth is, offering you a whole month for free. It's simple. You sign up at BlueChew.com and consult with one of their licensed medical providers, and once approved, you'll receive your prescription delivered discreetly right to your door, made in the USA and ready to go when you are.
Now, Brad, let's get real. Does it work, man? They'll mistake you for a soldier at full salute. You'll be pitching a tent like a true Eagle Scout, man. Blue Chew won't stop until every man is bricked up like a brick house. That's the mission, dog.
And listen, confidence is key, especially when you're all bricked up. There's nothing sexier than a man who's ready to go. And at BlueChew.com, they can help bring that energy when it matters most. Don't miss out on what could be the best night of your life. Make life easier by getting harder. Discover your options at BlueChew.com, and we've got a deal just for our listeners. Try your first month absolutely free. Visit BlueChew.com, use the promo code Booker, and there's more details and important safety information. And as always, we thank Blue Chew for sponsoring the Hall of Fame podcast.
Oh, yeah, man.
Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, man. Get bricked up. You know what I mean? Like a brick house. You know what I mean? Because it's about to be old, dog. It's about to be old. I'm out here in Vegas. Right now, man. Doing my thing, man. Having some fun. Getting ready for this big fight going down here in about 24 hours. Manny Pacquiao versus Mario Barrios, but the co-main event, super welterweight championship fight, Tim Tszyu versus Sebastian Vandeura. That's the fight I'm really, really highly anticipated on checking out, because that was a fight 2024 for me. Those guys went out there and they left both guys, Tim Tszyu as well as Vandeura, they left everything in the middle of that ring, man. And that's what the business is truly all about. Give them credit.
You know, that fight was one of those to where when it got into later rounds, you almost got a little uncomfortable, you know, watching the blood gush out of Tim Tszyu's forehead and that eye, right over that eye area. And, you know, obviously, whenever you get any kind of injury or you get hurt in the middle of a fight, it's going to drastically impact your performance, and it's going to improve the performance of your opponent, because at sometimes, especially when you're talking about that eye region, you're just a wounded duck. You're sitting out there ready for target practice. If you can't see the punches coming, you can't defend the punches. And obviously that had a huge implication for that fight. Now, my question to you is, how does Tim Tszyu kind of try to counteract the height differential and the reach differential with Sebastian Vandeura? Does he have to get in there real tight? What do you think a key to victory is for him this time around to not end up in a similar situation?
You know what? I think that was just a fluke. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
haven't seen that happen with Sebastian Fundora and any of his other fights. I've been a fan of Fundora, and he just normally just go out there and with a volume of, I'm talking about a fuselage of punches, go out there and get what? I'm saying you like that? Fuselage. You like, you know, punches and get the guy out of there, man. That's normally the way it happens. I think that just was a fluke accident, and I really think Tim Tszyu, he's a dog, man. He's a forward fighter. You know what I mean? He's downhill. He's going to be throwing big punches. He's going to be throwing heavy shots, body and head. He's dangerous from both sides, left and right. He easily could have won that fight. Easily could have won. It was a split decision. It was a split decision. I mean, it wasn't like he was far off or anything like that. Even through all of the adversity that he had to go through, he still wasn't that far off from winning that fight. You know, so I think it's all about going out there and just, you know, doing what you do best. And that's fight.
Well, we're going to find out what happens at that pay-per-view. And again, for the people who may not have joined us last night for the broadcast, we had Sol Ruka on and Obafemi. They're going to be in Houston on Tuesday for NXT at the 713 Music Hall. We're going to have some more NXT guests joining us here in a little bit, momentarily. Any moment now, they should be joining us so they can step inside the Hall of Fame. Going to what else we're going to see, though, on Saturday, the BMF titles on the line. Dustin the Diamond Poirier from Louisiana is taking on Max Holloway from the great state of Hawaii for that BMF. It's going to be Dustin Poirier's last fight. That's what he's saying. That's how they're promoting it. It's going down in New Orleans, Louisiana, so there's not a better place for him to call it a career. What say you? How do you see this fight going down? Because, look, both these guys, they're warriors. They live up to that word. They fight nonstop. So how do you see this one kind of playing out?
You know, I feel like this fight's going to play out just like the first two did. I think they're going to go out there and they're going to throw hands. They're going to find themselves in the middle of the ring, sitting in the pocket, throwing hands. They're going to draw that line at some point. And one thing about these guys is it's always going to be a fan-friendly fight. You know what I mean? You always, as a fan, you know, with Dustin Poirier and Max Holloway, win or lose, you're going to get your money's worth. And both of these guys, I feel like, Dustin may be hanging the gloves up, but Max is in the twilight of his career as well. You know what I mean? He's close. He's close to hanging up the gloves. If both of these guys went out there and beat the hell out of each other, and it was a draw, they both could leave their gloves in the at the middle of the octagon, and I would be like, "Wow, this is something really, really special." For me, just because both of them, Max Holloway as well as Dustin Poirier, both of those guys have put in so much damn work. So I give respect to both of them. You know what I mean? It's going to be a great fight.
Oh, it's going to be a fight that, you just can't wait to see. And, when you look at their careers, in some ways they mirror each other, in some ways they don't. But Dustin Poirier, 39-1 is his record. He's gone out there and always been a soldier and fell on his shield. And I think that, that term BMF, that belt, when it first came out, remember we were on part of that press tour for Masvidal and Nate Diaz when they first fought for the BMF title back in, what was that, 2019, early 2020, maybe January 2020, somewhere around there, when they fought for that title. And I remember at first it was kind of like a joke. It was like, oh, they're doing this BMF title thing. It was a one-time only thing. This is like our 5th BMF title fight. So I think it's safe to say it's a kind of an official belt that guys want to try to get a hold of. And Dustin Poirier has the opportunity to end his UFC career as a champion. I mean, it's not something that he's been able to do in his career up to this point, which it seems like Dustin Poirier would have been a full-fledged champion at some point in the UFC. But, remember that fight he had with Makhachev sometime last year. He had the fight against Michael. He fought someone else for the title. Who else did he fight?
Well, I mean, Dustin's he's had a chance to hold a title, but because he was interim champ, right?
He was interim champion. Interim champ.
So that means he had a chance he held the title. You know what I mean? He had a chance to take it home, take some Polaroids with it.
Well-
You know what I mean? You get a chance to let the fam, take pictures with him. You know what I mean? So, hey.
And remember who, just to interrupt for a second, remember who he defeated to become the interim champion? That was Max Holloway.
Yeah, exactly. So, nah, man.
I
I give him a lot of credit, man. This dude, his career he's had a stellar career. To watch Dustin Poirier, from the beginning to now, even watch Max Holloway come from that kid to where he is right now. You watch the build up to the fight, and you see the mileage on both of these guys. From when they first started to where they are now. It's just one of those games, man. Father Time waits for no man. But I tell you, it's going to be a great fight, and the fans in New Orleans, Louisiana, getting ready to get a treat from their hometown boy, Dustin Poirier.
Yeah, Dustin Poirier did have a chance to fight for the BMF title before at UFC 291 in Salt Lake City against Justin Gaethje, and then Justin Gaethje ended up losing that title. I guess, I don't know, is it an official title? Do we call it an official title? Because he lost it to Max.
Did he lose it?
Yeah,
did he
UFC 300. He got beat for it. I think is how that works. I think we got a pause there from Booker T on his connection there. But yeah, I definitely think that he got beat for it because Max Holloway knocked him out in that 5th round in grand fashion at UFC 300, and one of the most highlight knockouts you'll ever see in the UFC. So we'll have to see exactly what happens when we get to the UFC show at the conclusion of Saturday night. That is already going to be a massive, massive show for everybody involved this weekend from the Smoothie King Center in New Orleans, Louisiana. And then again, you have pay-per-view Manny Pacquiao versus Mario Barrios live from the MGM Grand Garden Arena. And then Monday Night Raw on Monday here in Houston. You got NXT on Tuesday. So much going on, but we're going to get Booker T back here on the line. There he is right there, Book, talking about this. But I do think that Justin Gaethje won that title. Max Holloway beat Justin Gaethje at UFC 300. And so I guess this is an official belt. I think it has a lineage.
Hey, we'll see. We'll find out. Yeah. Me personally, if I had the BMF, I'd never put it up.
You'd be the forever champ.
Be like the Legends Championship in TNA.
Can you again tell us what the Legends title was exactly in TNA? Oh man, I think we got Booker frozen here. There he goes. What was the Legends title again?
I don't know what it was. It was just a title. I don't know.
Just to have a title.
They just gave it to me. I just came to work one day and they said, "Hey, there you go. You're gonna be the Legends champion, and here's this beautiful belt." And I'm like, "All right." No, it's crazy.
Well, we'll send him to break, Book, and we're supposed to have some special guests joining us here later in the hour. We're standing by for them momentarily.
All right, let's shoot the break, guys. Stick around. We'll be back in a minute.
Hey, this is Booker T, 6-time world champ, 2-time Hall of Fame. I got something for you guys, man. Look, when I was a kid, man, cereal was my jam. But now, since I'm a grown man, I'm looking for something that gives me more than just a sugar rush and carbs, man. That's when I found Magic Spoon. Look, it's a cereal that gives you the taste of your childhood favorites, but without sugar and packed with tons of protein.
And if you're already a fan of Magic Spoon, then you need to listen up to this because I've got some big news. Magic Spoon has taken that amazing cereal that we all love and turned it into high-protein treats. These new treats are light, they're crispy, and they become my go-to snack, especially before or even after the gym.
Yeah, man, every serving of Magic Spoon cereal has 13 grams of protein, 0 grams of sugar, and only 4 grams of net carb. That fruity and cocoa flavor are the classic ones, but there's a whole lot more to try, man.
And those new treats, they've got 12 grams of protein and come in flavors like marshmallow and chocolatey peanut butter. Perfect when you're on the go or you need a quick snack to fuel up before that workout.
Yeah, man, I keep a box in my gym bag, but it's a great late night snack as well. Those treats have that crispy texture, great taste, and the macros that make you feel good about eating them.
So Magic Spoon's bringing back those nostalgic flavors, but without all all the stuff that we don't want. So if you want to try it for yourself and get $5 off your next order, go to magicspoon.com/HOF. That's magicspoon.com/HOF. Or you can even find it on Amazon or in your nearest grocery store.
That's magicspoon.com/HOF for $5 off. Magic Spoon, hold on to the dream.
Welcome back inside the Hall of Fame. Hey man, I just got a message from Trick Williams. He says he's still waiting on the email for the link.
He got it. I will be resent to him.
Make sure we resend that to those guys. But we should be getting Trick Williams inside the Hall of Fame real soon to talk about what he got going on in Houston, Texas, on Tuesday night at the 713. Hey, my thing is it's going to be a great night. It's going to be a great night for Houston. NXT is going to be a great night. Monday Night Raw as well. It's going to be in town. And my thing is my phone is getting blown up as far as, people want tickets. Look at guys. I got plenty of tickets. But they're Ticketmaster. You got to go pick them up from there. So I got as many as you need, many tickets as you need. But you got to come to Ticketmaster to pick them up. Okay. All right. So and another thing, bring your credit card with you. Okay. I'm just saying. All right. There it is. We got tickets for everybody.
Let's see. Well, you know what? While we await, the link has been resent to both of our guests. But as we await them, let's go to John Amazing, who says, will we ever get the Booker T WWE retirement tour?
You had it. You've seen it. It's done. I have no desire to go back out there in the middle of the ring and do that. I have no itch to scratch. I really don't. I had a great time, throughout my career. And entertaining the fans was something that I loved to do. I really did. I loved going out there and entertaining those fans. But I'm a realist. I know I'm not the same person that I was when I was, 25, 35, or 40, to that aspect. And I just want to be able to remember Booker T the way he did it, which was at a very, very high level, man. The boy was bad.
The boy was bad, but you know what? Why delay any further? Because we have one of our special guests who's joining us here inside the Hall of Fame book. He is a history maker, a legend in his own right, the current TNA World's Heavyweight Champion. You'll see him on Slammiversary and right here in Houston, Texas on Tuesday. He's had a lot of big words, Book.
See, you already screwed it up. It's Trick-N-A. All right? Get it right.
The Trick-N-A. He's the Trick-N-A World Heavyweight Champion. The one and only Trick Williams is in the building.
Let's talk about it, man. What's going on?
What's going on, dog? How you feel? Look, you living large, baby. You living large. Looking good. How you feel?
I'm living large, man. I'm just a Trick-N-A champion. I just got a new house. I want you to see my pool view. You know what I'm saying? You better invest in the Trick Willie stock. Let's talk about it.
Hey man, how does it feel, man? Everybody was talking about, you was running around, backing Carmelo Hayes up, and now bang, you done blew up. I'm talking about straight to the moon, skyrocketed. How does it feel, man, to shut up all the naysayers, all the doubters? How does it feel, man?
Man, to be honest with you, I wasn't never worried about it because, I knew what I was capable of. You know what I mean? I just knew once it was my moment, I was going to take off and there was no looking back. You know what I'm saying? That's a few of the conversations that you and me had, Book. You said, hey, when your opportunity come, hey, make sure that they can't go to nobody else. They can't even second guess whether you're ready for the spot or not. And that's where we at.
Boom. You just got to go out there and take it. Go ahead, Brad. Go ahead.
Well, when did you feel like that moment came? Like, what was the one defining moment, if you had to say, in the Trick Williams NXT career where you were like, oh, yeah, I'm feeling it now?
Man, the funny thing about it is, if you asked me this, a few months ago, I would have a complete different answer. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, the longer I'm in the business, the more that I, improve and everything like that, I realize you never really feel like, hey, you know what I mean, I'm at that final state. You know, I'm at the best of my game because I feel like I still got so much more to do, so much more to prove. You know what I mean? But I've had numerous moments that I just feel like, hey, you know, this was a good checkpoint for me. You know, one of those was the Ilya Dragunov. You know what I'm saying? When it was forget everything else, just go out there and fight. You know what I mean? And that was a pivotal point in my career. The Iron Survivor Challenge. You know, I think that was the first moment when we put the world on notice to let everybody know that Trick Williams is the real deal. Shoot, man, this whole Trick and Nate, this whole title run right here, you know what I'm saying? You know, when I'm able to just let my head down and do what I want to do, you know what I mean? I ain't asking for no permission. I'm asking for forgiveness. To be honest with you, I ain't even asking for forgiveness. I'm just doing what I want. And we see where that ends up in. We breaking records, baby.
Oh yeah, man. That's what I'm talking about, man. You know, being the first. You know what I mean? That right there, man. That's something that no one can ever take away from you. Being the first to go from NXT to roll up in the TNA and just bum rush the whole, like Nino Brown, just bum rush the whole damn thing. You feel what I'm saying, man? And just take it over. What does that feel like, man? You know, because you know, you gotta realize something, Trick. I don't know if you really thought about this, but you know, being this young in the game and already having a world title. Talk about it. Let's talk about it. How does that feel?
You know, it's bittersweet. It's sweet on my end, but you know, it don't feel like exactly how you think it would feel, because as I walk into this TNA locker room, I realize I'm the only one excited that I'm there. ain't nobody else happy that I'm there. Ain't nobody else happy that I got to go. So now I got this beautiful championship, but I can't even celebrate with nobody. You know what I mean? I'm there fighting for my life. You know, but that's just, I guess you got to feel that before you know that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I understand why they upset with me, but that's okay. They'll get over it.
Yeah.
Well, you know, when you were going into the, you know, having the match with Joe Hendry, and you came out with the Average Joe record, you know, and you had the diss track. How did that come about, and how much did you put into that?
Oh man, I mean, shoot, that was the easy one. I mean, you look at Joe Hendry, you think Average Joe as soon as you see him. So that look, that's a layup. You know, I couldn't believe this dummy put his title on the line. That's when I got excited. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey. I said, I can't believe he put his title on the line. I mean, shout out to Joe Hendry, because the things he did for the brand, you know, it was amazing. But like, man, you gotta be real with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at me and look at Joe Hendry. That's what's gonna happen every single time.
Hey man, you getting ready to go into Slammiversary, all right? And of course, the title is on the line. I was looking at Joe Hendry just last week on NXT, and he looked a little drab. All right, he looked a little drab, and it's all due to you being the TNA champion. And the thing is, you got to understand, you know, with Santana, look, this dude here, he ain't one of those NIL guys. Like I said, he's a guy that will roll up on you at the bodega and empty your pockets. You feel what I'm saying? So you gotta be totally on point. What's your strategy going into Slammiversary?
Man, if Santana roll up on me at the bodega, Santana gonna get his ass whooped at the bodega. You know what I'm saying? Don't get it twisted. There's levels to this. There's levels to this. And but everybody always want to holler how much experience they got in the business. Everybody always want to holler, I've been doing this for 15 years. Okay, what you been? You been at the Crab Shack? Where you been for 15 years? What work have you put in? Because when you came to see Trick Williams face to face, everybody knew me. So I could be in the game 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. Man, when you come see me, Trick Williams has been the vet every single time. Forget your experience. We talking quality reps. We talking big stage. We talking about somebody who's ready for the moment. Somebody's gonna take your brand to the next level. Somebody's going to sell out your tickets. When I come to TNA, look what happened. We breaking records. Same thing at NXT. Forget your 15 years. Pull up on me at the bodega and let's see what happens.
Hey, man, I like what's gonna happen. You know what? You're gonna go into Slammiversary. You're still gonna be the Trick and A World Heavyweight Champion when you get here to Houston. Houston's got a lot of great things. Trick Williams. You know, we got hot weather, we got great food, we got beautiful women, and we're gonna have NXT on Tuesday. What can the people expect to see from Trick Willie on Tuesday here in the H?
Man, I ain't gonna lie. Now, this is why I gotta sit back and think about what I'm about to say, because you know I'm face to face with the Undertaker. Now, hey. Growing up, Attitude Era super fan. You know what I'm saying? There's one guy on that roster, man. Hey, look, I was hoping I would never have to see. And that was the Undertaker. You know what I'm saying? But apparently I said a few things that ruffled his feathers. And, you know, I talked about his LFG team. I ain't tell a lie, though. Because, you know, Booker team, they holding it down over there. But we'll talk about that later. But, you know, I pissed Undertaker off. And, you know, one thing about me is I'm going to say what I have to say, and I'm going to stand on what I believe in, and we'll see where that takes us.
Hey, man, look here. This is the way I see it. You know, Undertaker had his time, you know what I mean, to ride. And it's Trick Williams' time right now. I'm talking about 6'5", chisel, and car.
Hey, look, Book. If Undertaker coming there jumping stupid, it might be his last ride. Let's talk about it.
You feel me? That's what I'm talking about. If this sucker run up on you, man, I need you to put him down. I need you to put the Undertaker. You talking about
his
news?
Last ride. He coming there stupid.
He's talking about news flash.
Hey, them knees got the expiration date, you know?
This bump card is.
I think, Book, we can't hear you, Book.
You know
there you go.
So, you hear me now? You know, like I say, his bump card is expired. So my thing is this, bro. My thing is this. We can't wait. For Trick Williams and Trick and A to come to Houston, Texas, and show up and show out. We gonna roll out the red carpet for you because, you know, unlike Joe Hendry, we believe in Trick Williams. You feel me?
Let's talk about it, man. Hey, look, it's gonna be one for the ages. It's gonna be one for the books. You know what I'm saying? Hey, he better tread carefully.
Hey, dog. We appreciate you, man. We appreciate you. We'll see you on Tuesday. And thank you, a million, for stepping inside the Hall of Fame, dog.
Hey, no doubt. Hey, I got something special for you. You're gonna see on Sunday at the Slammiversary, a little inspo from the one and only Book, man. I appreciate you for everything.
Oh yeah, man. Appreciate you, man. Hey man. That's Trick Williams. He ready to show up. He ready to show up to the H. Show up and show out. Show them how it should be done. Make all them suckers bow down. I love it, man. I love it. We got to go to break, right? Stick around, guys. You're in the Hall of Fame. We'll be back in a minute.
Hey, y'all, Booker T here alongside with my main man, Brad Gilmore. And today we're talking about something that could really change the game when it comes to how you get paid.
That's right, Booker, because let's face it, life doesn't just happen every 2 weeks. So why wait for a payday? With EarnIn, the money you've earned already can be in your hands today.
EarnIn is this incredible app that lets you access your pay as you earn it. We're talking about up to $100 per day and up to $750 each pay period.
All you got to do is download the EarnIn app, verify your paycheck, and boom, you can access up to $100 a day as you work. And the cool part, you just leave an optional tip, and any money you access plus the tip gets repaid when your next paycheck rolls in.
You know, Brad, I'm always talking about staying ready so you don't have to get ready, right? Imagine having that extra cash for that surprise date night, or maybe when you have to take the furry little friend to the vet unexpectedly. You know.
Absolutely, Booker. Or even those times when you need to grab a last minute gift, or maybe you're a little short on rent, or hey, Even you might want to pick up some new gear for yourself or your kids or your lady.
Folks, make Earn In part of your financial playbook. Join over 3.5 million customers who are finding financial stability and peace of mind thanks to Earn In.
So don't wait around for a payday. Get your money when you need it and take control of your finances. Download Earn In today and experience what it's like to access pay on your terms.
Get started with Earn In now and join the millions who are getting their pay their way. It's time to earn in, not just earn. Check it out, man.
Boom! Welcome back inside the Hall of Fame, baby. We got Ricky Saints.
We have Mr. Saints waiting in the wings to join us. So give him his intro, but give him his proper introduction.
You know what, man? We gotta bring him in. You know, he's a man of many means. He's a guy who has stepped into NXT and literally cracked the code. He is one Ricky Saints. Let's bring him in, man.
There it is.
What's going on, dog?
There it is. I had to take a break from my training. You know, I'm at the gym putting in work as I always do. And I had to I had to take this call. I had to get on and rap a taste with y'all right quick about some things coming up in Houston.
Yeah. Hey, man, you've been doing this for a minute, right? You're still in the gym. You're still training. What keeps you motivated?
I'm trying to make this money as much as I can, make it last well beyond my body. You know, that's honestly the main motivator, because I would be damned if I let somebody outwork me. I would be damned if I let somebody look better than me. You know, every mark needs to have my name next to it, not somebody else's.
And you know what, man? Like, that's exactly what you're doing. Since you come into NXT, you're already making that impact felt. And the people here in Houston are excited to see you, because I feel like New Orleans and Houston, they're like kind of cousin cities. We're connected in a certain way, New Orleans and the HR. So it's almost somewhat of a homecoming for you in a way.
Hey, it is. I tell people I'm beloved everywhere I go, obviously, and Houston ain't a stranger to me. Houston, Dallas, Austin, they welcome me in arms, especially after Katrina. So I have nothing but love for Texas in general, and Houston's gonna be a really sweet place because it's been a while. It's been a while since I've been to Houston and I performed in Houston. And I'll tell you this, if I had to rank it, I'd put Austin, Houston, and Dallas as the top in that order of three. I know it's going to give me some heat with Dallas people, but charge it to the game. Charge it to the game.
Hey, man. Like I said earlier, you've been doing this for a minute. Do you feel like this is like some of your best work that you've been doing as of late?
I think so. I think it's the best work, but I'm just getting started. You know, I haven't. We're getting there. The momentum is building. I feel like these past few months, I've been putting in some work that I think would rival some of the stuff that I've done in my past. And the motivation of keeping that going is as strong as it was since the day that I came here.
And what has been the goal, since day one in NXT? Because you obviously your career spoke for itself coming into the system and coming into the Performance Center, and you automatically felt like a made man when you walked through the door. What's been the goal though since you got there?
Point blank, I am trying to catch up. I'm playing catch up on everything that I haven't been able to obtain that I wanted to. I am doing a fast track to that. And as they say, when you live fast, you die young type thing. So uh, when it comes to NXT in particular, that is showing up, showing out, making sure people know exactly who Ricky Saints is. Uh, Being the NXT champion, I already became the North American champion in record time. I feel like that was incredible. And that's just something else to put in my cap. Next thing is NXT. And basically doing everything that I said I was going to do, which was be the man around here. And I feel like I have been the man thus far.
You know, and I say that, as far as, the way you came in, like I said, you've been around a long time, and now you finally got a spotlight. You know what I mean? The spotlight is on you now, like never before. And I know for me, I always felt like, man, just give me that time and the light to shine for a minute. I'm gonna take advantage of it. And now that's why I say doing some of your best work and creating some of your best work. Now with this spotlight, how does it feel now having that shot to really go out there and let the world see who Ricky Saints is all about? How much pressure is that?
It's listen, pressure makes diamonds. I say that. It's almost like your dog's been waiting to go outside. They're waiting for you to open the door, and they take off. Once you open the door, they take off. That's me. That's me to a 1,000%. I have constantly worked hard to be ready for the spotlight, whenever that was. Um, and I feel like the pressure that I put on myself every time, if it isn't 100%, if it isn't 1,000% across the board for me, I feel like I didn't do what I was meant to do, right? And that's because you don't get a lot of chances. I don't think a lot of people realize that you don't get a lot of chances in life for certain things. So it has to be 1,000% for me, at least. And I love operating under that type of pressure. I love going out there and being like, hey, this all rides on me, no one else. Because if not me, then who? Uh-oh, Brad, we can't hear you.
Brad, I can't hear you. You
Oh,
crapped
that's
out
my
on
bad.
me.
You,
There you go.
you're good. You're good. You're good. But one of the things that you've been doing in NXT, man, is those matches you've been having with Ethan Page. I think that y'all have great chemistry together. Y'all have had some killer matches going back to Stand and Deliver. Has that been something that you've really enjoyed, being able to kind of go out there and mix it up with him?
Oh my gosh, yeah. Because you know what it is? It's two people trying to prove a point. Whether that's to people in the front office, whether that's to the fans, or whether that's to themselves. Those are two people who are trying to say, this is what you've been missing out on. This is what you've had in each individual for X amount of years. So I love that. I love that type of competition where somebody thinks that they're better than me. Oh hell yeah. Let's do it. Let's see. Let's get out there and see who can run the fastest, jump the highest. Like that's what that's what Ethan is. And I feel like for someone that I've known for a while, this is a little bit different. There's a lot of pressure. There's a lot of pressure for both of us in terms of performing and uh, basically making sure that people know exactly who we are, even beyond NXT. And I couldn't ask for anything better. Now, am I getting my ass whooped? For sure. But don't get it twisted. It's definitely being reciprocated. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I tell you what, we definitely appreciate you for stepping inside the Hall of Fame. But before I let you get out of here, man, I've been putting everybody to the test, over the last couple of days. And you, what branch? Don't do that, man. And I feel like if any man is fit for this job and this test that I'm finna give you right now, if anybody is made for it, it's Ricky Saints. You feel what I'm saying?
Me.
That right there that's coming from the heart right now. And that's coming from the heart. What I need is for you to let the people know. Give me a promo. You're coming to Houston. Let the people know exactly what Ricky Saints is gonna give them.
I'm telling you this. You coming to the music hall on Tuesday to come see Ricky Saints whoop Jasper Troy's ass? Guess what? I understand, Book. That's your boy. That's your man. But you will be disappointed, just like you was disappointed when Greenspoint Mall had to close down. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be disappointed because he ain't moving on beyond that. But the people of Houston, they damn sure going to get a New Orleans type vibe. They're going to get a crawfish cookout, a crawfish boil from Mr. Saints himself. Okay? When they talk about the Saints, The Saints come marching in. Ricky Starks is marching in. Now I ain't got no cowboy boots, but I'm definitely stomping and walking all over everybody up in that music hall, Jasper Troy included. In fact, even after I beat Jasper Troy, I'm gonna stand up on the announcer table and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do my pose right in front of everybody, so you get a good glimpse of exactly who I am. That's what you're gonna get. Buy the ticket. Buy the ticket. Go ahead, take the ride. That's what you're gonna get. You might as well think I'm from South Park. After I'm done, you're gonna say,
Hey, man, that's my hood, man. That's my hood.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Drop me off. Watch.
All right, man. All right. That's cool. Hey, man. I want to thank you. I appreciate it. We appreciate the promo. We want to thank you for stepping inside the Hall of Fame, getting a little champagne wishes, caviar dreams. And we'll see you on Tuesday, Doc. We appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate you, man. That was good. You know what? Oba had a good one, but I think the Saints just came marching in.
Oh, man. That was damn good.
Damn thing.
Ricky kicked ass,
man.
I'm gonna say, man. Talking about Greensport Mall closing down.
Closing down, baby.
Oh my God, man! But, what a show! What a show!
What a show!
We gotta roll up. We gotta roll up out of here, man. Like I said, I'm in Vegas right now. Big fight going down. About 24 hours. Manny Pacquiao stepping back inside the square circle versus Mario Barrios, Sebastian Fundora versus Tim Tszyu. Also, Isaac Pitbull Cruz versus Angel Fiaro. Brandon the Heartbreaker Figueroa is going to be back in action, as well as Gary Russell Jr. is going to be throwing those Fifth Ward beads as well, guys. Tickets still available at access.com. That's AXS.com. Do it now if you want to get in the building. Of course, this thing's live on pay-per-view as well, man. I want to thank everybody for stepping inside the Hall of Fame, getting your champagne, wishes, caviar dreams. Brad, for all the heavy lifting, man, getting this thing done. We appreciate you as always. And guys, until next time, we appreciate you. Peace. We love you. We out.
Boom.